What's going on, everybody? Drew Peters, VP of Science and Innovation at Alpha Lion. And today I'm doing a breakdown video on NNB Nutrition CaloriBurn GP. It's featured in our Gains Candy line, as well as our Superhuman Burn pre-workout, as well as a few other cool innovations that we've had in the works for a while and will soon be released. And it is one of the best ingredients on the market right now, in my opinion, when it comes to fat loss. So let's go ahead and dive in on here. What exactly is CaloriBurn GP? So starting with that, it's a branded high-potency version of Aframomum melegueta. It's also known as grains of paradise or alligator pepper in some circles. It's been used in traditional Ayurvedic medicine for ages, and though this family of herbs grows plentiful in Asia, most of it is the most abundantly found actually in West Africa, where it's been used as a spice in cooking for even longer. There's a lot of active components in here which give it an effect, including 6-gingerol, 6-paradol, as well as 6-sugarol. Of the three listed, 6-gingerol is the one that's traditionally gotten the most of the spotlight, and has been shown in research to lower blood glucose as well as reduce inflammation, which is why ginger in general is known as a powerhouse ingredient for its own reasons. So, there's also been similar benefits seen for both the 6-paradol as well as the 6-sugarol when it comes to those benefits, and when all three are merged together, that's where the magic really has been happening. So, back to the main point of this video in particular, the one that we use is a form known as CaloriBurn GP from NNB Nutrition. And as I mentioned earlier, you can get it as a standalone in our Gains Candy line, as well as in products to our Superhuman Burn pre-workout, and some cool things we're working on innovation-wise, which will be released very soon. What makes it special, because one of the main things that comes down to its ingredient is the purity and the active percentages of these active components has been shown to be not consistent through a lot of brands out there in terms of the sources. So the reason we picked this version is because of the consistency in the processing and the active component percentages. This one's processed through HPLC and HPTLC standards, which makes sure it preserves all of the bioactive compounds from human studies, including the 6-paradol, 6-gingerdione, 6-sugarol, 6-gingerol, so on and so forth. And it makes sure it's one of the highest potency extracts available to help you get the effects that have been shown in research without any compromise. So diving back into the research here, one of the main things that has been shown and used for is that Aframomum melegueta can significantly increase energy expenditure. And this is due to the increased BAT activity, which we'll cover in a second, when dosed at 40 milligrams a day. The exact dose is found in the single caps of CaloriBurn GP in the Gains Candy line or in the Superhuman Burn pre-workout. And there's a reason for that. So what exactly is BAT and why is it important? I've covered this talk before and there'll be a separate video. However, a quick summation is that there are two types of fat in the body: white adipose tissue, also known as WAT, and brown adipose tissue, also known as BAT, which I'll abbreviate in this video to make it quick and to the point. The main difference is that white adipose tissue is predominantly a storage site for energy. When you think of the fat, or subcutaneous fat under the skin, the softness, that's what that is predominantly. And it's found in large amounts around the visceral tissue, aka the abdomen, core, around organs, so on and so forth. On the other hand, brown adipose tissue is known as a more dispensable type. It dissipates its caloric value to generate heat as a survival mechanism, and therefore it makes it significantly easier to lose as it's metabolically active. So it is preferential in that case, and research has suggested that having a higher BAT to WT ratio could potentially increase energy burning expenditure, aka calorie burning, and in turn lead to improved body composition via reduced body fat. So ideally, if one is looking to lose body fat and optimize body composition, it's desirable to have more BAT and less WAT. Although there really isn't much we can do to control how each individual body breaks down the split. However, that is where CaloriBurn GP can come into play. It's been shown in the research that the BAT, therefore, can lead to increased energy expenditure, and it stacks beautifully with mitoburn, which I'll cover in a second. Beyond that, additional research when it comes to fat loss is that, of course, on top of burning more calories, it's also been shown to aid in decreasing visceral fat in the lower abdomen specifically. Going beyond just the fat loss, it's a very versatile ingredient, and there's also shown potential that both in vivo and in vitro studies, there's an indication that the main bioactive compound, 6-paradol, can have a neuroprotective effect on the brain. Keeping you smarter as well as looking better is always a good thing. Lastly, still under investigation and need more research because it's been mainly shown in animals and is still conducting current studies in humans, is that there's very promising potential that can help improve lipid profiles, attenuate hepatotoxicity in the liver, and even lower blood pressure for improved cardiovascular health. So, wrapping up here, it's a very special ingredient. If you're looking to maximize your fat loss, of course, with proper diet and training protocol in place, because nothing's magical, I highly recommend stacking the CaloriBurn GP with the other rockstar ingredient that I've done a video on as well from NNB Nutrition, mitoburn, either through the Gains Candy line or conveniently already ready to go in that ratio in our Superhuman Burn pre-workout. The reason for this is that it creates a really nice 1-2 punch. Keeping it short is that mitoburn is just shown to help convert that WAT into characteristics of BAT in a process known as beiging. No, you can't directly convert WAT to BAT. However, you can make that WAT have the properties of BAT. I know a lot of abbreviations there. Be more metabolically active. When having more BAT properties in the WAT, if you're having the mitoburn ramp up the conversion of that and have more BAT in the body, having the CaloriBurn GP activate that brown adipose tissue creates additional calorie burning. Therefore, the 1-2 punch. More BAT, translating to more BAT burning calories equals more fat loss. In my opinion, this is one of the most potent combos currently out there on the market and one of the true fat loss stacks that research actually backs up for efficacy. So, if you're looking to improve your body composition in a non-stimulatory way, these two ingredients are an excellent and overall fantastic choice. Whether you do a stimulant-free, build your own stack in the Gains Tandy, or of course if you want to go and just get the Superhuman Burn Pre, it's really up to you. You can't really go wrong either way. So, this has been Drew Peters breaking down CaloriBurn GP from NNB Nutrition, as featured in Alpha Lion, Gains Candy line, as well as Superhuman Burn, and other innovations. Another video will be coming your way soon discussing BAT and WT. But until then, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, drop them in a comment below.